Hi friends, I'm here today to tell you a little bit about how Discovery Toys can support your learning at home journey that you and your family are in right now. One of my favorites is our It's a Match. So It's a Match is a self-checking learning system. And so the directions read here, match the animals that are the same. And so your child will need a little bit of direction from you to read those directions. As they become more familiar with this, they'll be able to do this on their own. This is visual discrimination. Now they're looking to find which one matches. You can do animal naming if you'd like. Notice I'm using my pincher grasp and my hand-eye coordination to get the pieces in just the right shape. And let's say I make a mistake here. Let's say I accidentally put this blue square on the squirrel. Notice how here the green square is resting on the green outline. That's how the game sets up to begin. Now, I might notice that the squirrel does not match the snail and catch my mistake, but well, kids usually just put the last answer in, right? So let's place that. I'm gonna pull on the yellow tray. I'm gonna slide it down, and just like the name says, it's a match. These colors match. Yellow, yellow, red, red, purple, purple, orange, orange. Oh, whoops. Green, blue. This doesn't match. Put it back up here and do that problem again. Blue, green, that doesn't match. You learn best from your mistakes, right? So now I'm going to take the blue square. Oh, it's the snail. There it is. And here's where the squirrel goes. Now notice how all of the colors match. There are 4 books that come with the It's a Match Deluxe set. Books 1 and 2 are visual discrimination, and then books 3 and 4 are pre-reading, pre-math, and counting, initial sounds. And this is great for ages 3 to 5, or children who are, again, working on visual discrimination, who are having introduction to numbers and letters and sounds. This game travels really nicely as well. This is a fabulous Discovery toy. When I first started with the company, my oldest, was 3.5, and I was working and she would sit next to me and do her work. And so I actually could get some work done. I would read the direction to her, and then she would complete the activity. And then the next one, I'd read the next card, and we'd move on. And so I was able to get a lot of work done while she was working too. Now, once they've mastered the initial sounds and beginning counting, you can move on to our Think It Through system. Our Think It Through is also a self-checking learning system. And the sample I have today is one of our math cards. We focus on math and reading with these. And the numbers all start off up here with their tiles, 1, 2, 3, they're in order. I've saved a couple to do here. So here's problem number 2. I need to find out how many pairs of shoes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to take the tile for problem 2, and I'm going to move it down here to the answer that I found. There were 5 pairs of shoes. Here's problem 5. 1, 2, 3. There are 3 pairs of shoes. So now that I have all of my answers in place, I'm going to close the tray, flip it over. I'm going to follow the arrows and pull it down. And notice that the pattern here on the card matches the pattern that the tiles created. That's how it's self-checking. Again, kids can learn from their mistakes. Again, this is the book 2 of the math. Other ones that come in this set, here we are finding the missing number. So you can see it gets into rather complex math. And here we're doing some bigger number subtraction. There's even multiplication and division in this math 2 set. So this would be great for those kids who want to either review or are learning and need some practice with these problems, types of math. So Think It Through system, love that. Now, maybe your child is working on letters, and I would like to show you our ABCs. Now this one here it's an aquarium and has a magnetic fishing pole. And you're going to stick your fishing pole into the aquarium and you're going to pull out a letter. Oh, we've got 2 there. Here we have a fish playing the harp at the capital A. I'm going to match it over here to the lowercase a. Here we have a capital J. I'll match it. Now, The other side of the card will have capitals, so you're matching like letters and then capital and lowercase. There's a variety of animals in the aquarium. Now let's say you wanted to get some gross motor activity out of this. You could take this game outside. Let your child fish for the letter, and then on the sidewalk or driveway, maybe you'll have the alphabet written out. Now your child has to hop, jump, run, walk, and stand on the letter that they pulled out of the aquarium. And they could keep going on and doing this. Indoors, you could put tape on the floor. You could take marker to an old sheet. You can get creative with how to get that those gross motor, those wiggles out. This can be played as a game with others. There's 4 fishing poles and 4 cards, or they can play by themselves and just match up all the letters as they go through. As your child has mastered their letters, you can ask them, what sound does this make? Ah. Well, what word starts with that? Apple. You could even get into spelling when your child is ready for that. So there are many ways. We call that the layers of learning at Discovery Toys. As your child grows in their abilities, the toy grows right along with them. So now let's say maybe you just need to get some work done. Maybe you want to work on supper, or you're going to help another child in your home with their homework, and you want your child just to have something they can do independently. Well, I have a couple of suggestions for that one as well. One is our Castle Marble Works. Right over here. It has 3 chiming balls. I love that auditory input. Your child will drop the ball in. It'll roll down and through. They're tracking with their eyes. I love that. Their eye muscles are being strengthened for reading, a skill they're going to use the rest of their lives. You'll also notice gravity brings it down, cause and effect, object permanence. Kids, when they reach and stretch for something, they're working on their core muscles, so their core strength is increasing as well. So Castle Marble Works. Now, if your child is not exploring with his mouth anymore, then maybe they would like to use our Marble Works. We are the original makers of the Marble Works. We've been around for over 40 years, and this is one of our original toys. It's an engineering toy, STEM. Each time you build it, your marble run looks a little different. I'm going to start. I'm ready. On your mark, get set, go. The marbles go down and through. Your child's going to love watching those marbles, and they're going to want to build it again and again. Families can get together and they can create their own marble runs. How big can you make it? You can use our timer, and you can time the marbles to see how fast they're coming down and through. Make up games with them. There's just countless opportunities. Now keep in mind, all of our Discovery toys have a lifetime guarantee. So it's really high quality. Other teachers and therapists have talked to me about other marble runs they've purchased through the years. They tell me they don't stand, the kids get frustrated, the pieces break, it's too complicated to put together. We want you to enjoy your toy. And so ours it fits together nicely, really working on those fine motor skills as they put those pieces together. It's going to stand independently. There's no right or wrong way to do it, so it's not going to be too complicated for them. I think your family is really going to get a lot of play value out of the Discovery Toys Marble Works. Maybe your kids are working on self-care. They're tying their shoes, they're learning how to put on jackets, zippers, buttons, snaps. Our Practice Panda allows your child to do just that, to practice all of these skills. Plus, it's a great plush. He's super soft, cute. Everyone needs an extra hug these days. The jacket comes all the way on and off. Look at his belt down there. When kids can imitate what they see around them, it helps them, it supports them emotionally, and I'd like to point out that we have a really great doctor's kit. I know there are others on the market, and ours is just, I think, beautiful. You actually can hear with the stethoscope. It's not doctor quality, but it is something that actually does work. Other unique things about ours is it has a little prescription pad, and I love this one. It's a wipe on, wipe off chart so that you can talk about your knee. They can find the knee, and they can look at Practice Panda's knee or any other stuffy or on you. And it's just a great way, again, to get used to and be comfortable with going to the doctor and kind of have some of those play experiences where they can talk and verbalize their play. Now, how many of you are away from grandparents, nieces, nephews, loved ones right now? One thing you can do is through video, you can do a video conference or a FaceTime, and you can read to them. We have some great books. One, if your kids are into dogs or dinosaurs, these are great. It gives you a rhyming story about the dinosaur, but watch this. The pages split. Now you've just created a crazy dinosaur, and the name along the side forms a crazy name. Kids love that. So we have a dog and a dinosaur version. But here's what I was talking about with reading a story. You can read a story to your grandchild, to your niece, even though she lives far away or even just across town, but you can't see her right now. This is a Change the Story. So this is about a princess, and she lives on top of a hill and your child gets to choose. Let's say we're gonna live in a tent right now. My kids would like that. How about yours? And she's gonna have a pet. I think we're gonna have a pet octopus today. And so each time they tell the story, it is different. And so let's say you sent this as a gift and they could have the book. If you do that, let me know and I will send you a copy of the story. Like I will send you the pictures of it so that you can read the story to them while they turn the pages at home and they can change the story right along with you. Now you're interacting together even though you're apart. We also have a pirate version of this as well. Speech pathologists love our Whiz Kids game. And again, you can play this through the computer. You're gonna first pull out a category, an object in the house. Then you pull out a letter that it begins with a W. An object in the house that begins with a W. Can you think of anything? A window, my toy tester number 1 tells me. Good answer. And so you can get points. This is 7 points. You can play again with different families interacting. And let's try another one. A color that begins with the letter H. Whoa, a tough one. Can anyone think of a color? My 3 toy testers are here helping me. We need to get our box of crayons out for that one. Hazel, ooh, good one, toy tester number 3. If you're doing some work and you want to just review, just use the letter cards. What did you read in your story that begins with the letter H? What about in your science unit? What did you read about in science? It begins with the letter P. Now you're reviewing with your child. It's a great way to practice those skills and to review. We have games that reinforce money. We have a fabulous handheld microscope. We have family games. We have something for all of your child's needs. If I can be of any help to you while you are learning at home with your child, please let me know. I'm happy to help make suggestions based on your child's interests and their skills and their needs. And just give me a call and we can set up a time to talk and get you some advice on what might be beneficial for the children in your life. Again, think about all the fun you're going to be having, creating these memories as you play and learn and grow with your child. Hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.